Alright, how's it going, guys and girls? Lockdown, doing a Poseidon play-by-play. Haven't done much on YouTube lately, so figured why not get back into a God Guide. This isn't going to be one of those edited ones I've done in prior. I'm going to do something a little different, a play-by-play, kind of explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it, and kind of go through the kit, and Poseidon in general, kind of show you how to play him. I am joined by my buddy Drayden here. He's in comms with me. He's going to be talking in and out. I guess before we get into this, let's look at our matchups. It is most likely Apollo or Oleron in mid. Probably Apollo. That's not a terrible matchup for us, so I don't mind that. Nike can live through our combo with her ultimate, so I mean, it's not great, not bad, it's whatever. We're not really going to be looking at blowing her up anyway. We're going to be looking at this Apollo, this Oleron, and we want to get them out of a fight if possible with our ult. But before we get into that, I guess we should explain abilities, explain what he does. Apollo, we're going to start while this is loading in. I'm going to just explain his passive and his one, because that's what we're going to be starting. His passive is changing tides, and basically what he does is as Poseidon auto attacks, he gets his passive ranks gains this tide, and it's 10% per auto attack, I believe, to 100%, and each ability takes it down 20%. And basically, the higher it is percentage, up to 100%, the more movement speed he gets, and the more his abilities do damage. So, pretty good passive. Lets you zoom around the map, especially since he doesn't have an immediate escape ability. And then it lets you do more damage, so that's great. We're going to be starting a Mage's Blessing. He has 4 damaging abilities, and Mage's Blessings are just really solid right now for ability characters, mages out of the mid lane. Or really any role. Somebody DC'd. Hopefully this, yeah, Nike's back, cool. Doom Orb's really solid in the current meta, especially on Poseidon, but I think I actually want to go a lifesteal build. So we're going to do probably a Bancroft's here. And let's get a beads, because that's pretty spicy for what we're looking for. They have a lot of CC. Alright, let's start Poseidon's 1. I'm going to rank it and just shoot it out here. It's a straight line ability. Does damage, knocks people back. It's really good for burst. It's decent lane clear. It's really good for peel. Just straight damage. Pretty easy to dodge if you're not kind of at a somewhat close range, so keep that in mind. We're going to start this as our 1 because it's the most damage at level 1, as well as the shortest cooldown. And then we're going to be ranking our 3. So we're going to start here with our jungler, throw on a couple auto attacks. We should be good. We got that, awesome. We're going to come to mid lane. Looks like we are into Oleron. Alright, interesting. So we should have pretty good lane pressure here. I don't know why he's not clearing lane. He started as 2. I believe that's pretty standard. Out of at least ADC, you don't see Oleron in mid too much. So I can throw my 1 down again, back it up. We're actually going to do our blue buff here. I'm going to rank my 2 because this is the best for our lane clear. For our buff clear, I mean. Use our 1. And what your 2 does is it stems your autos, and it makes them 3 full attacks. You see how I'm bursting this down? It's doing 3 damage numbers. I'll show you here. See how it's doing? That's just, well, it ran out. I'll show you again. What it does is it stems your autos and gives you movement speed and stuff. And I will show you on this thing. So I pop it, I get a little movement speed, and it's 3 auto attacks. See that? The middle one is your regular auto attack. The side ones are actually ability damage, but it works like an auto attack all the same. It's going to, the middle one will apply on-hit effects, demonic, etc. Unlucky. And the side ones will actually hit item effects. So think of Magus, think of E-Staff, Soul Reaver. All that's going to be hit. You can hit all of that with 1 auto attack if you stem your 2. The 3 is this Whirlpool here. That's Poseidon's pretty unique standard ability that he's known for besides Kraken. What it does is it does damage. It pulls people inside of it. It's called a Vortex in Smite. And basically it cripples them as well, which is really nice, because what you're going to use it for, and you'll find, is to keep people locked in your ultimate. So the cripple means they can't move out of it. They're stuck in it. They can't run. Which in this situation, there are a few dashes in this game. So clear that. Back up. I actually think I want to go get boots 2 here, since there's not a ton of farm on the map and I have the luxury to. So we're going to pop our 2 out of base, get our movement speed. We have our passive pretty high, so we're pretty fast. We got boots 2. Pretty good movement speed. This is the equivalent of like having full boots, but with boots 2, which is nice. We're going to get a few points into our 3, at least 3 levels, so we can full clear a lane. Missed the back creeps, unlucky. Is he gonna pressure up on me? We have ult. He has ult as well. What does he have? He has Aegis, so let's try to force that. There's that. As expected, he's gonna ult here. Yep, there it is. Should be fine here. I positioned myself so that he didn't have to worry about that. So that was a really good trade-off for me. I forced his ult, which is a much longer cooldown and much more valuable than my ult, and I got his active, so I can kill him off next cooldown. There's Nike ult in the left lane, it looks like. I don't want to rotate to that. I'd rather just clear this lane and get full boots.
Enemy missing.
Alright, so we're going to put 1 more point in our 3, then we're going to start leveling our 2. I'm actually going to get lifesteal boots.
Yes, we can.
Start looking at builds. Unlucky. Those fights in left are going pretty poor for them. And, oh, that's good. Kill. I think he ends up dying, though, to be honest with you. Did he blink? No, he doesn't have blink. I'm gonna try to meet him.
On my way.
He's out. Good job. Alright, so my Kraken's up in 10. So we're gonna try to kill him on this next wave here. I got my passive up. I'm gonna try to hide myself so he doesn't see me. Oh, I missed. He should be dead anyway. Yeah. So I haven't talked about the ult, I'll get to that. We talked about the 1 and the 2. I was able to pop my 2 there and kind of burst him down. There's no way he boxes me out of my 2.
Enemy spotted.
I want to ward this because I am kind of low mana. I don't want to fight here. We're going to clear this lane pretty quickly. I'm going to be a little bit careful. We should be fine. This is fine. We'll have to back, but I'm not that worried about it, actually. I don't want him to go too deep because I'm backing up. He should know I'm backing up. He should be fine. I trust him to play safe. He killed him left. That's awesome. I was probably Thor for it. Yeah, looks like so. Alright, looks like he's probably just going to clear that lane. So I'm going to run up mid, but I'm probably just going to meet him at red. Didn't play sign. Very nice one.
Ultimate is down. Ultimate is ready.
If he stays, he didn't stay. Oh, he did stay, actually. I hear him. Yeah, it's fine. It's Aegis. Take the win. Nice job.
Awesome. Make it right.
Pretty good by. I had poked her out pretty hard, so it was really good by him. Aegis all the way down. We're going to call that for our boys. Oh, he chunked him. So we got 3 points in our 2, and I'm not really auto-attacking that much as I'd like to, so we're actually going to start upgrading our 1. This is the cool thing about Poseidon. You kind of mess with his abilities and do what you want with them, depending on how the game goes. You're always going to want to get a few points into your 3.
On my way.
I gotta get out of here. I didn't want to get knocked up just in case. I got our boy out, but we had to waste our beads for it, which is really unlucky. We can actually fight this pretty easily. That's going to be an all-run ult if he's at all smart. Got XP off that.
Ultimate is ready. Ultimate is ready.
They should get that kill. I'm going to try to zone her. I'm good here. I'm going to burn this down. Alright, there's a ward there. We got left. We're just going to back it. Actually, yeah, we'll just back it up here. We got our full band cross anyway. Alright, so Kraken. Let's talk about this. Kraken is what Poseidon's really good for. This is the ability. You see it has two lines, one in the center and one in the outskirts. What it does is the outskirts, it's going to do an X amount of damage and slow people. And if you hit them on the center, it's going to do a lot more damage, a lot more burst. It's also going to stun and knock them up. So that's where you're trying to hit them, is in the center of it. If you, that's where a lot of your kill potential. Hopefully you don't miss it. If you do miss it, what's going to happen? Hopefully you can just put out enough damage to make up for it with your other abilities. So me keeping 2 in mid is good here. Athena's ulting, right? Careful, bird. I'm actually going to rotate this. I'm a lot faster in Oleron. She should be just dead. I'm going to block her escape with my Whirlpool. That should be a kill. Yep. Nice job. Alright. Get that for the team. It looks like they have a ward at top right. I know they have one at bottom left, but I didn't have enough for a sentry. I should be warding more this match. I'm not that concerned about it, to be honest with you. I think I'm actually going to go into a ring before I go Typhons here. Hecate's actually really solid this game. But I'm not sure I have room for it in the build since I went Bancrofts. I'm dead. I'm not going to beads here. I don't have beads anyway. If Nike doesn't blink ult me there, then I'm out. But you know, that's value. We got 2 ults and a blink, and we killed, and that was Aegis on Overland too, so we got a lot of value off that. I only had 2 kills, so it wasn't a shutdown, so it's fine. We're kind of stomping this game anyway. Thor's 9 and 1. They body blocked her. That's hilarious. All right, they're gonna clear that lane. We're actually gonna get a ward here. I can't believe he went mid. He's dead. That man should literally just die. That's such a bad play by him. Guess he's out. No, he's not. But if Thor dies, it's not value. Thor's a massive shutdown for him right now. Alright, so your job in team fights is essentially be hitting whatever's in front of you. You're going to try to hit the back line with your ult, though. Your 1's pretty easy to dodge from a range, so you're not always going to land that if you're trying to hit the back line. Your 3, you can throw in the back line, they're going to walk out of it. Your 2, though, is really good for hitting whatever's in front of you. You're going to be auto-attacking whatever's in front of you. Because like I said, it kind of goes out in a diagonal direction, so if your 2 is... you're trying to hit the back line, you're not going to hit the entire back line with your 2. So we're going to go into Typhons and a ring here. Rings are actually pretty good on Poseidon. I'm not going to commit to a full ring build, but I want a couple rings to help my damage. I'm coming right. You're behind you, behind you.
On my way.
So we let Athena spawn in. Get out. We let Athena spawn in before we blew him up. He didn't know I was there, so I wasn't like that gonna block her. She just up down. No way. Oh, am I dead? No, I'm not dead. She can't reach me. No way! I juked back into it. I'm dumb. That was on me. She did a lot of damage. She did so much damage. It's wild. That one was on me. We played that really well, and then we kind of entered the end of it. So we let Athena spawn in before we blew up that Camazotz. That way we could kill Athena on that too, because she got hit by my ult as well. So we played it really well. We just kind of entered at the end, which was unfortunate. 3-man Kraken, though. That's what the Krakens are for. You're supposed to be hitting as many people as you can with that. Blow up one person at least, but try to hit as many people as possible. Which is what we did. So, I haven't really quite gotten into as much of talking about the 2 as I want. Your 2 is a lot of your damage on Poseidon. Like I said, your 3, they're going to walk out of it. It's going to do some damage, but they're going to walk out of your 3. Your ultimate's a ton of damage. Make sure you can land that. You're going to miss it sometimes on the burst, like I said. And then the 1 is going to be dodged sometimes. You're not going to hit. It's not going to quite do as much as you think. Your 2, your auto attacks are just a ton of damage on Poseidon. As you're going to start seeing the later in the game this goes. Especially with the build I'm going. It should be fine. I have ult here. Apollo's ulting in to mid, so I'm gonna try to actually use him as bait. Yep. So that was good. Used him as bait. That was Athena ult and his ult, and we kind of just that's his ult. Should be fine actually. Body blocking for him. Super unfortunate. I think I'm dead here because I tried to help him so much. I am not. Oh, that's some kiting, boys.
It takes 2 to tango.
That's the movement speed on Poseidon. You kind of just run around, you put your 3 down, they can't touch you, they can't run at you. That's how you play it. And Drayden had a really good peel there.
That's too bad.
We tried to peel for our boy, for our Chronos, but you know, you can't always. It's whatever. They're going to get gold. So your 2, like I said, your 2 is really good for boxing, really good. It's not the only thing it's not going to work on is objectives. Like I said, it's ability. It's not a auto attack. But it's going to absolutely shred stuff like Goldfish, stuff like jungle camps, stuff like any god in front of you, anything like that. We're just going to clear this and run away. I don't want to get caught too much with that. You notice she started Charger 1 and got canceled because the Whirlpool hit in. So she was crippled. She can't use any movement ability off that. We will be having to get some pin this game because they are a somewhat tanky team comp with what they're going to be building. Got soloed and left, like full solo too. That man's full health. That's super unfortunate. Alright. And they actually have a really good late game. Well, we don't as much with our team comp. So we're going to try to keep them down. It's not saying we can't win this late. I think we can just off mechanics. They're not that great from what I've seen.
Mid.
Be careful, middle.
They're about to get 4-man collapsed on.
Retreat, middle lane.
He's got an ult out. I have a massive ult here. And got out of that. That's awesome. You can hit both of them with that. Look at those damage that's gonna come out of my my auto attacks here.
Okay.
I think I actually catch up to him.
I don't think they're ready for this.
I was disarmed. That's so unfortunate. We still killed him. That disarm, I was really afraid there because I got disarmed. I couldn't auto attack, and then Athena could have killed me. But we killed him because Heim showed up, which was really nice. This is the advantage to life steal. You're gonna be able to put out a lot of damage, and if anyone tries to box me, they're not gonna win right now. And it's really hard to outbox. And a Poseidon in general, especially with the build I have, especially with them having no anti-heal. Alright, so we need to be objective playing with as much map pressure as we have. We need to be trying to close the game out before it gets too late. So let's try to call a Fire Giant here. I should be able to do it with Drayden. Like I said, you're going to see how much... I don't have any pin. Well, I do have Typhons. I don't have a ton of pin here. They know I'm here now, but I think I can still do this alone. Look at this objective, like, shred just off my autos here. We have Apollo, so we should be good. We're not going to secure this. Your ultimate's your main form of secure. You can also use your 1 for secure and like your stemmed 2 auto, if you need to, but your ultimate's your most reliable, secure, and your best secure. We're gonna actually go to red, and then we're gonna back for our Telkines. Our Telkines is a really good back for us. It's gonna make us do a lot more damage off of our auto attacks. Like I said, we're auto attacking a ton, especially in the build I'm going. I don't like them playing up so far with me and Drayton out there. So they're kind of throwing, I think. Never mind, we're just so far ahead they can do what they want. I forgot. Heim's gonna die. It's whatever. Really unfortunate. They should be fine and right though. Heim was 2v1. They should just be fine. He blinked, that's fine. We should call fire here. We have 2 essentially ADCs. It's awesome, they still killed him. Apollo's gonna shove left. I don't really think that we can get there in time to like worth stopping him. We're gonna ward high. If we need to secure this, which we might. So we're gonna get up close. Look at this objective, Shred. Look at how much that's doing, man. It's just insane. Looks like no one's showing up, but hopefully it stays that way and I won't have to secure it. Yeah, cool. We're gonna head mid now. We can have a really big ult on this. Try to peel for our boy. Unfortunately, we couldn't. See the kind of damage I'm able to put out there. Try to. I couldn't get my cripple down in time. We still might be able to catch her, to be honest with you, though. I can't believe he just missed that. For a whirlpool. Walked into it. Cool. We zoned him off with the whirlpool. We're gonna shove mid here. That was the Oron Aegis down. I don't think we shoved this, to be honest with you. I don't think we're pushing him. So now we get to decide what we want to go next. I kind of want more pin. We do have a Chronos.
Okay.
I can tank this for years. I have so much life still. Do we need anti-heal? Yeah, anti-heal would be pretty nice. I actually want to go with Toxic Blade in this build. Because that fits in really nicely, and then we'll just go a pretty big power item. Let me see. Let me think about this. Toxic Blade, one more, at least one more pin item. We'll see. See how this ends up going. I want a little more attack speed. Sounds pretty fun. You have the option of Toxic Blade or Divine. I should probably be going Divine because I have the best spread of it on my team. Obviously, only me and Chronos are going to be able to spread that, but I have a pretty good spread of it. And I have 2 other auto attackers that could get it. But Toxic Blade sounds fun, so we're going to do that. Makes us zoomier, makes us auto attack faster. About everything we need. So we're actually 20 now. She should just die. She's level 12. Look at this. We don't miss autos, my guy. Oh, she juked me. I didn't know she still had that ready. Hello. This is gonna force his ult. Nice. He never does damage to me. Like I said, life steal. Just absolutely explode that man. I'm gonna focus Phoenix here. I have a lot of Phoenix shred. And this should be game, to be honest with you. So I didn't really get to talk about matchups on Poseidon. Your matchups are really good into anyone that can't get out of your ultimate. I don't think we can end because they just entered. Okay, we cannot end. Okay, we'll just back up. Actually, a Soul Reaver is pretty spicy because she's going to be... Let me see how much health. Health. Hell yeah. We're gonna do a soldier. I don't know why he stayed.
Been slain. Oh, this next time.
See how much I'm auto attacking in these fights and like in general. We can just solo this. GG. Alright, so anyway, your bad matchups are gonna be anyone that can get out of your ultimate super easily. Stuff like Ravana, stuff like Chang'e, you're gonna explode them, and then what? They're just gonna use their 2, right? Anyone that can like use their ultimate and easily get out of it and still have utilization, like I don't know, who has a good ultimate that you can just bait stuff with, just in general. Good. Stuff like Nike, I guess.
Wait, what do you mean?
Nike, you're gonna explode her, and what she's gonna ult, like nothing's gonna happen. And she's still gonna do it like damage and an AOE, you know, stuff like that is gonna be pretty bad for not that great for Poseidon. I'm not gonna say pretty bad. It's not that great for Poseidon. You don't get a lot of value off that. Your good matchups are obviously in a.
It's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
see, anyone with CC immunity, because you're not gonna hit them with the middle part of your ultimate. They're just gonna walk out of it. They're not gonna be slowed. Outside of that, anyone that's going to one combo you before you can do anything is really rough for Poseidon because he has no CC immune ult. If a Dodgy jumps on you, you're going to ult yourself. She's going to ult. She's not going to get hit by your ult, and you're going to get chained. You die because you don't have any CC immunity. She either burns your beads and your actives, or you just die. So situations like that's kind of rough for Poseidon. Things that you do want to go into, anyone with leaps, stuff like Camazotz is pretty good for me. He's going to try to outbox me and out-heal me, and with this build, he will not. I'm going to either force his ult, or he's just going to die. In situations like that. So, hopefully this was worth watching. We did pretty solid there. That was a really good game, actually. Thor kind of trolled with his build, but you know, he went 16-3, so I'm not gonna say too much. He did really well. And we'll end it on that one. Have an excellent day.